This is the E
Hey
Factor.
yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome to the E Factor. My name is D Apostrophe. Today I am showing up for reporting live for the E Factor, and nobody is here. I came and I was like, "Yo, where's everybody?" They're like, "Yo, you're doing it alone." So, yes. So today I'm gonna be doing this alone. I know, man. Yes, this is a solid show today too, but look, anytime we have a solid show, I rely on you guys to help me help this whole thing up. Then let's just blow it and have fun. Anyway, so today's 21st August, right? I was going to say July again because I have a problem with dates and looks like it's months too. So yeah, today's 21st August, beautiful Saturday, 8 a.m. or I don't know what time you opened this to actually stream the whole thing. So yes, so yeah, you're welcome to the E Factor. If you're a new factor is somebody who is just joining the E Factor, like this is your first time actually listening to the show. We have a lot of amazing things that happen here. We have Lexicon, that is an educational segment or educative segment that teaches you two words and one idiom. Isn't that cool? Yeah, it's cool. Then we move on to another segment that is also educative, but that is just mainly for your health, health wise, all other things like stuff like that. I mean, health related, from physical to mental to other things. And then yeah, we move on to zodiac signs. That's something I know some of you don't believe in zodiac signs. Like you're like, the hell is zodiac signs? I mean, so it's more like, so the month you were born, right? The month you were born, and then studies have been done, and then your characteristics and stuff like that, the way you are with people, stuff like that, what you like, what you don't like. So that is what the zodiac signs is all about. Then we move on to something else. We have a song of the week, so we just pick one song from the lot. It could be trending, it could be old, it could be just a good song, and then we get it on song of the week that we inspire you. Like we are like, like you need fuel for the weekend, so we give you something beautiful that's inspiration. And then we'll move on to TF updates. Those are like relevant stories that have happened, like social craziness and other things like that we think you guys should know. And then yes, and then sometimes we do lifestyle. What happens on lifestyle is we just pick maybe something controversial or something that people have problems with, and then we just discuss and give various points of views and stuff like that. But anyway, you're welcome to the E Factor. I know I have spoken so much and you're like, when does the show start? Well, it starts now. So first of all, before we get into the lexicon, right, I gotta say shouts to a few things and people. So let's go. Okay, fine. So there's good news actually. We were ranked. Like our performance on Apple Podcast was ranked. I think during the course of the week, I had the mail, I had the email. I don't know. I think somewhere Wednesday or Tuesday. I don't know. Some, but it was during the week. And so I gotta say shouts to British Virgin Islands, man. Thank you guys so much. We are number one when it comes to the category news. We are number one again in entertainment news. That's same British Virgin Islands. And then in Ghana, we are number 4 for entertainment news. And then we are number 16 again for like mainly news, like that kind of thing. So let me not bore you. We are also live in we actually showed on the charts in South Africa, Uganda, and Japan. Yo, I don't speak any Japan, but shouts to the people in Japan, man. Okay, so that is it. Now more shouts going out to okay, so I gotta shout out these girls, right? I have this amazing group of girls that are out in Kolibu. Sometimes they give me video calls and stuff like that, and we just talk, and they make me laugh. So I just gotta say, hi guys. So to Joycelyn, to Catherine, to Rita, there's a Rita, to Ekua, to Cardi B. Yes, there's a Cardi B in Ghana. She's actually in Kolibu. Really smart girl. So shouts to you too. Who else am I missing? I think that's basically all. I think there's a Priscilla. Yeah, something. So shouts to you guys and shouts to everybody that streams the E Factor. Thank you so much for everything that you have done. Like, your streams are doing a very good job. Actually, we are still figuring YouTube out, honestly. We don't know how that works, so our YouTube is kind of, wishy-washy and stuff like that, but we're still trying to get there. So anyway, I've spoken for like about 5 minutes, right? Let's get the show started. All right, so let's get into the lexicon. This is where we learn 3 words and then 1 idiom. So yes, our first word is defenestration, and that means the action of throwing someone out of a window. And then it can also mean a swift dismissal or expulsion from a position of power or authority. So that is what defenestration means. Now, the word is going to crawl up there, that you can see the spelling, and then use it in your daily language. Yeah, use it. Then our next word is tousled, and that means to make untidy, especially somebody's hair. So if you see a girl, okay, maybe early in the morning, girls, when they don't use a net or something like that, their hair is in a tousle. Ace up one sleeve. That means a secret or hidden advantage that you can use when you need. Yep. So if you have an ace up your sleeve, it means you got a secret, secret advantage, kind of. Anyway, now let's get into how to start your mornings. So wild pancake and waffle mixer 0241288133 or 0508606718. They're on Instagram at wild pancake mix. Now, wild pancake mix is such that it is so easy to use. It's already pre-made. Yep. So when you get it, all you do is you add water. Then you mix it, make it into a paste, or however you want it to be, pancakes or waffles. But with waffles, you need a waffle maker, so take note of that. Now, Wired Studios has something amazing for you guys. If you want a voiceover, like something like this is Vaccination FM, like those things. So Wired Studios, they got you. Yeah, so you can contact them on 0557221192. They're on Instagram at Wired Studio 7. Now, if you're looking for pretty amazing cloths, like cloths with like beautiful patterns, beautiful colors, Yadala, they got you. 0507656429 or 0550889128. They're on Instagram at Yadala_GH. Okay, now we're moving into a next category, right? Or no, a next segment that is called Fit Nurse. Yes, and this is where we teach you how to take good care of your body. What goes in, what happens outside, what happens inside here. So all of that. But before we enter that, I gotta say something now. So on Thursday, right? Yes, this very week, I went to Hubtel. That is inside Kokomlemle. Hubtel. That's HUBTEL. And I got vaccinated, or I got vaxxed. Yeah. The process is not anything crazy, right? And well, I still have 10 fingers. I didn't grow 10 more. I can still see my eye color didn't change. I'm not fairer. Everything is okay. I was able to actually go for a jog yesterday, so I think everything's okay. But when I did it, when I got the shot, what even happened? Okay, nothing necessarily crazy happened. I actually, I've been saying this thing that I'm not human. Look, so I just sat down. So what they do is like they pull your sleeve up, like they roll up your sleeve, whatever. They clean the place, then they put the syringe in it, and then they inject. Look, I didn't feel a thing, and I have no idea why. I mean, I've not had. I don't remember ever having an injection like in recent times, like for me to remember how the pain was, but I didn't feel anything crazy like that. And I feel fine. Can I speak Japanese? Nah, I can't. Like nothing new. I'm just safer. So please get your vaccines. Get to know the centers that have them, and then get those. And also, I was on the phone with my dad like after I had that, and he asked me which one was it, and I didn't know what vaccine that was. So he's like, so when something happens to you, what are you going to say? Like, what vaccine is that? So you should know that it's the Johnson and Johnson vaccine that we are taking out. That one you just need 1 dose. But AstraZeneca, that came earlier. That came prior to Johnson and Johnson. That one you need 2 shots, but this one you just go 1 shot and then you're done. Then you have your vaccination card and you're done. Like you're just done. Okay, so yeah, so like I'm fine. Like there's nothing wrong with me. So please make sure that you get vaccinated. I mean, I was skeptical too, but you know I got it. So you should get it too. So now what we have here today actually says always moisturize. This is skincare for men. So if you're a man and you want your skin to pop like mine, you know, skin is like pretty flawless. So what you have to do is these things. Always moisturize, stay hydrated, don't overdo sugar. Some of you have a sweet tooth. Those with sweet tooths, please don't overdo sugar. Don't soak up too much sun. Don't be in the sun for so long, please. Get enough sleep. I actually falter when it comes to that. I really don't sleep, but make sure you get enough sleep. Load up on fruits and vegetables. Like be constantly taking those things, and then ditch smoking. If you smoke, you gotta stop. Okay, so that is it for our fitness. Now let's get into Zodiac Signs, July 23rd to August 22nd. That is the Leo season. And unfortunately, today's the last day for the Leo season. So let's check out how Leo season are when it comes to love and sex. So they're generous, they're faithful, they are truly loyal. They're born with dignity and contentment to individual values. Now they are born to help others in need. They do well, you know. They do well to do that, even though it takes a lot of time and energy. So, but they just like to help people. Now they're strong and reliable. They are rarely alone. Yep, they don't like being alone. You're crazy. Now when it comes to family, family matters a lot, but it won't be the first thing they think about when they wake up in the morning. It matters, but it won't be the first thing. Now yeah, so that is it. They will do anything to protect their loved ones, and they're proud of where they come from, their ancestry and their roots. Whether it's good or bad, they are just proud of that. Now okay, so that is it for our zodiac signs. We're gonna get into inspiration pretty soon. Yeah, I'm gonna inspire you guys. So you know, as we always bring you amazing products, so now we are gonna get into some shit talk. So if you need shit talk, right, shy, anything, however you call it, shit talk, right, is homemade, right? Homemade, like very hygienic, yeah, very tasty. Get into Shitter Flex. You see the name of the product? Shitter Flex. Yeah. So yeah, Shitter with Flex. That's crazy. Now call 0500 407 693. I'll take it again. 0500 407 693. It's crawling up right now. They're on Instagram at Shitoflex. Now you can advertise with the E Factor. Call 0557 221 192. They're on Instagram at eFactorGH.
This is the E Factor.
All right, so yes, you're welcome to another exciting segment on the E Factor. Yes, yeah, like I told you, we get into stuff that is worth knowing, like updates, like things that are going on in the world for you to you know, just munch on, you know, just know for knowing's sake, not necessarily for knowing's sake though, but you should know these things and then know how you you know, position yourself accordingly. So first of all, let's get into things that are happening in the world. There are some devastating things that are happening to the world now in Lebanon, right? They're facing financial and economic collapse. Like there's no fuel, Wi-Fi, electricity, bread, milk, not even medication, and there are over 4 million people at risk. You know, so when you're saying a prayer, say a prayer for Lebanon, because I'm not sure any of you have family in Lebanon, but you know, nobody necessarily wants to see anybody die. So pray for Lebanon, please pray for Lebanon. Now in Algeria, Turkey, and Greece, there are forest fires like everywhere. Not necessarily everywhere, but like large parts of the place, and it's causing them to lose their homes because the flames are crazy. If you guys should go check out what is happening in Algeria, Turkey, and Greece. Now in Afghanistan, right? The Taliban recently seized the country's second largest city. That's Kandahar. I don't know how that is. I think Kandahar. And now thousands who fled their hometowns and look for safety in Kabul live in fear because the Taliban is just closing in on the capital. So like it's crazy. Like they're just scared out there, and they don't even have access to food and safety. So we live in a peaceful country. So I think we have it pretty easy, but you don't want to know what is going on in Afghanistan. So when you say a prayer for Afghanistan. Now in Haiti, right, there's been a major earthquake with a 7.2 magnitude, and that hit an island right there in Haiti. And look, the country has already survived a lot of political turbulence. Like it's been crazy like that. The foreigners meddling, and humanitarian crisis, and now they have the earthquake, and now more than 300 people are dead. So it is not easy what is going on around the world. And now even in the US, they are fighting the pandemic in the craziest way possible. So I think we should just give thanks for the fact that we are okay. But when you're saying a prayer, say a prayer for these countries, for them to get the healing that they need. Okay, now let's move into things that are happening right here in the motherland. First of all, there's one very stupid story. Yeah, it's a very aimless thing. Now, an Anglican priest. Yes, I'm sure some of you have heard of it already. But an Anglican priest, a priest, claims that he was kissing okay, so let me tell you the whole story. He kissed 3 girls, like 3 females. I don't know, they're not girls. 3 females, 3 women, in the name of rewarding them. And I'm like, yo, that's the most stupid, backward, I don't even know, sexually crazy thing that can ever happen. A priest in the church premises, and everybody was just out there making noise. I'm like, yo, are y'all even okay? And no, wait, first of all, even the girls, like, why would you even allow that to happen? I get the fact that you're supposed to revere or fear your leader or whatever it is, but there's some things that are just not cool. You can't just go around kissing people in the name of a reward. Really, that's just madness. So so that is what is happening with the Anglican priest, and I really hope and I pray to God that this guy is punished, because this is nonsense. This is sexual exploitation. How the hell do you even do that? Man, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy, and I really hope he doesn't go scot-free, because this is not acceptable. Imagine if it was my sister or my friend, a close friend, or my girlfriend, and you're kissing her in the mouth, bro. Maybe you don't even brush your teeth twice a day, but that's not the point. But this is just aimless. This is just stupid. So I mean, if you're a girl out there, whether it's your boss or whoever it is, your teacher, anything, and they are trying to be like this with you, come on, man, you should know better. And you see, this is why it's very important for you to sometimes know things for yourself. The reason why pastors and religious leaders are able to exploit people is because sometimes we don't even know our art of worship for ourselves. Because there's no way I would accept that I should be kissed by a priest as a reward. That's if I was a girl, or anything for that matter. Even if I have maybe somebody from World Fellowship trying to kiss me as a reward, really? That's just crazy, man. So that is what is happening to. Look, they need to stop this guy. Now, so there's something. This is actually very interesting. Now, the National Coordinator of Alternative Dispute Resolutions, Alexander Nate, says landlords cannot evict tenants for not paying rent. It's against the law. So if you're a tenant and your rent is due, there is no way your landlord can evict you according to the law. But here's the thing about the law: a lot of people don't know it, and I don't think this is necessarily going to apply to like very little like those other places, like very little, those single room places where you don't even sign paperwork or anything before you use the property or rent out the property. You get it? So I think what should happen in this case, because there are so many people that are being evicted, when they don't pay their rent. So what Alexander Nati says, that's the National Coordinator of Alternative Dispute Resolution, says is that what you should do if you want to evict somebody is to actually take the whole case to court. But I'm saying the point I'm trying to make is the fact that if your rental or whatever it is that the agreement was not legal and binding, if it wasn't bounded legally, right, it's going to be very difficult to actually take it to court because you are being evicted, because from the onset you didn't have that. So so I think all these processes should be very taken into consideration. They should and educate people, educate landlords, educate tenants, on stuff like these, because sometimes the things that happen to tenants are really not fair, and it's not easy. That's the thing. So now let's move on to comfort. So that is it for the landlords. You cannot be evicted if you're not paying rent. You should just have agreement, like take it to court and stuff like that. So so I think the people in charge of rent should check that out. Check that out. Now, Comfort Kujo, that's the MP for Ada. She reported an unknown 133,000 deposited in her account at the police. Now, this is actually, I don't know how to say it, but if I was the person that you sent 133,000 Ghana cedis into my account, that's $1 billion. Yeah, I need to adjust my microphone on my seat before I say this. Look, there's no way I'm reporting that to the police, man. No, absolutely no way. Okay, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I will, because it's kind of suspicious, because it could be anything. People can be trying to make you a scapegoat. Somebody's trying to hide money. Somebody's trying to do something mischievous, and they're using your account as a front for it. Okay, so it can land you into serious trouble. So anytime you see any irregularities with your account, like be it mobile money, be it your bank account, be it any account. I know some people are going to be like, "Shit, I mean you're saddy," and no, but I feel like you should be able to do it. Yeah, you should. You definitely should be able to just report the case to the police, and or to your bank or to your customer, your service provider, stuff like that. So you should be able to do that, because if you don't, boy, if that money is not good money, you could be in serious trouble. And when it comes to money, these kind of investigations can be tied up in courts for years, so you don't want that kind of stress. So when you see any suspicious money moving differently in your account, you gotta, if nobody has promised you anything. I've had a personal experience, and with somebody, it wasn't even that much of an amount, but when they found out that it was an error and they got him, it wasn't our day for him. I'm sure he even lost weight. Anyway, that's just by the way. Now, so make sure that you do that. So, Comfort Kujota's MP for Adan has reported that 133,000 Ghana cedis has been deposited in her account, and they said she reported that to the police. So, I think they're working on that. Now, Guilty Beats, that is on the entertainment front. Guilty Beats has signed a new deal with Sony Music Publication UK. That's the same deal that Sarkodie has with them. No, that's the same group of people that Sarkodie has a deal with. I don't know the terms of the individual deals, but Sarkodie also has a deal with Sony Music Publication UK. So that is that. So congrats to Guilty Beats. Kudos. Now, Sewa Ami here. Damn. Like there have been so many crazy things that happened during, like, I think last week and last 2 weeks, right? So there was news that came out that says that Sewa Ami here has been sleeping around with some of these how do you call them, like the society's higher ups and stuff like that. And there were videos. There was a video. There were quite a number of videos. I understand the one that like actually had the act of sex. It wasn't hair. It was some video from time back. But then there was a video where she was like just in a bra, and I don't know, she was just flexing, I don't know, something like that. And she sent it to someone. She was like, "Can I come over?" I'm like, "Oh, bro, first of all, I have no idea why we are so interested in things that are not going to benefit us. I mean, they're nudes. Like, what the hell? Like, somebody's sex life has nothing to do with us." Yeah, exactly. And if somebody is going through something like this, I don't think it's it's like people were so hyped about the whole thing. Like, people are actually waiting for and throwing insults at her here and there. And I'm like, yo, bro, I mean, really, like, is this what it is? Like, are you really so not focused, or I don't know, happy in your life that you need somebody's downfall to spice up yours? Like, it's crazy. And Abena Coco has, I don't know, she's just going with this back and forth thing. I'm like, yo, bro, like, if somebody sends you a DM about somebody talking ish or talking trash about trash talking you or stabbing you in the back, bro, you don't need to make it public knowledge, man. Like, that's just foul. And you are always crying, like bipolar and stuff like. And now she's on another thing that she wants to commit suicide. I understand in a video she said she actually tried to commit suicide like that morning. I'm like, yo, bro, like, you sit down and wonder what all these things are, or like to what end? Like, why are we even doing all these things? That's crazy, man. We need to be more serious. Like nudes, all these people sleeping around and stuff like that. We don't care. First of all, we don't care. Second of all, somebody's predicament shouldn't be your field day. You shouldn't have fun with that. You shouldn't. What is even wrong with people? Yeah, so enough of that. So that's it. I don't know what has happened to the news and everything like that, but it looks like she's not bothered. And then she has a lot of backing. She has backing and backlash, like, both of that. Angel of death, angel of life on both shoulders, that kind of thing. So yeah, so that is it on Sewa Ami here and Abena Koko. Now moving on. So I think last week or last 2 weeks, Beverly Afaglu lost her home. That's prior Honey Horse wife. So they lost their home, and I think there have been some back and forth with the fans and like other people, like just bystanders and observers. People saying, like, she claims, she says she has money, she's sleeping around. Like, it's so weird. And I'm like, and there was even a GoFundMe for her, and I think she asked Evan Nelson to shut it down because of everything that was going on. I'm like, yo, look, it's so crazy. I don't know what the world has become, but it's kind of crazy that people can just sit down and just be happy about the fact that somebody is going through something, and the first thing that you have to do is to talk about a lot of weird things that don't even make sense, or like that we don't even care about. It's crazy. Yeah, so come on, Beverly Afaglo, prior Honey Hall, please. I'm throwing this out actually from the E Factor. We say sorry. Sorry. I mean, no matter what it is, somebody, I mean, imagine all those millions that you put in a house and property, then it just goes up in flames like that. It is disheartening. So, sorry, may Lord be with you. And I think you guys should be off social media. Don't pay attention to anything that is going on for a while until you are okay, because these things, to add to these things, it can actually mess you up. So Beverly Afag, I really don't think is even necessary for you to be coming out making videos and stuff like that. Just be low key, pray, and start rebuilding. Okay, yeah. So that is basically it. Now Cecilia Mafo made a prophecy regarding Joy's blessing at a show in Kumasi. First of all, I feel like prophecies, right? If you're trying to make a prophecy, or if you're trying to prophesy into somebody's life, and if you can do that in private, I think you should just go ahead and do that. But with everybody like that, and you talking about that, come on, man, like it's crazy. Come on. Yeah, so don't. I mean, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Please don't do that. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it in private. And as we know, Joyce Blessing has faced a lot of harsh comments. She's been in the news for not the best things with her husband saga and everything else. So adding this to the blow, come on, man. So I think when it comes to prophecies and stuff like that, I think you should just call the people and then just say, don't try to do it in public, like when there's so many other things going on. So that is it for that. But actually, Joyce Blessing says she didn't necessarily believe what Cecilia Mafo said, because God speaks to her too. So if there's anything, I'm pretty sure God will drop it in her thoughts too. Now, in an interview, Kaywa was talking about the fact that Mr. Drew is very selfless. That they were facing crisis some time back, and he opted to actually sell his car. Just let me just sell my car for us to, get to the label afloat. And this is what I'm talking about when it comes to your dreams, right? Don't let, I don't know, I think you need to go all out with it. So yeah, so that is what he, like, in an interview, that was what he was talking about, that sometimes when he's even down as Mr. Drew, that even calls him and be like, yo, like, I believe in you, you can actually, like, we can actually do this, like, yo, get up, let's do it. Like, you are K1, man. And like, so like nothing can face you, kind of. So I think having Mr. Drew in your corner can be actually good, like very supportive, willing to like just get everything out like that. So yeah, so that is it for our TEF updates actually. Yeah, so that is basically it. I think this is where we're gonna draw the curtains. So this is what is happening in the world of entertainment and the world out there, and back home too. So make sure that you know about this, and if you haven't gotten vaccinated yet, please make sure to do so. Please, I beg you with everything. Please make sure that you get your vaccines. That's the Johnson and Johnson. Know your centers and then go and get them. You won't die. I'm okay. Everything is fine with me. Anyway, so shouts to Fatih. Later today at 2 p.m. I'm gonna be at your wedding. I am emceeing Fatih's wedding. So I'll bring you updates on how that went next week. Actually, it's a Muslim wedding. So so okay, so that is it. Shouts to everybody. Yes, shouts to everybody. Yeah. Shouts to every single person that makes the E Factor great. Shouts to the team. Shouts to Wyatt Studio. Shouts to everybody that cares about the E Factor. Thank you so much. You have made us number 1 somewhere, number 4 somewhere else, and we just gotta say thank you. So yeah, it was just me alone. This is another episode. This was episode 15. Make sure that whatever you do, you are going strong. Stay safe out there. Remember, COVID is real. Like, it is killing people. So make sure you observe the necessary protocols and make sure that you have a great weekend. Yeah, it's very necessary for you to have a great weekend. So make sure you have a great weekend until I see you next week. Don't do anything mischievous, yeah? And thank you so much for sticking with me. I will see you guys next. I promise I'll see you guys next week, yeah? All right, bye.
This is the E Factor.